lifestylers. Well, today we're all done with work and we are getting ready to take on a project that I've been wanting to do. Come on, Bailey. Come on. I have been wanting to put some final touches on my patio, and so today I chose to be the day that I'm gonna do some of the things that I've wanted to kind of get started with and finalize on my patio. So I've done a couple of videos where I've decorated the patio. However, I wanted to paint it because, as you can see here, the bottom, this is kind of the way that it comes in the store. And so it worked for a while, but now I'm ready to like go ahead and finalize it up and get it done. And go ahead and paint it so I can make it finish. I'm really excited about that, and just kind of making it cozy, I guess. Just getting it to the point where it is looking exactly how I want it to be. So come along, join me today as I do this video, as I tackle on this patio, and I'm just ready. So hope you enjoy this video. If you like this material and this is what you're looking for, please hit that like button. If you've been here before, or if this is your first time and you haven't done so yet, hit that subscribe button. I would love for you to be a part of all that we're doing on Lifestyle with Latasha. And of course, I love your comments. So please continue to do so, and let's get started. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to start painting the bottom of the patio. We had already taped off the floors, trying to make sure that we didn't get any paint on the floors. And a little bit later in the video, I'm going to show you the paint that we use. But this is one that I found at Home Depot. And what I really liked about it is that interior and exterior paint. It really went on really easy, and it was quick to dry. So I was really excited about that because I wasn't really sure how long this project was going to take. But I wanted to make sure that we were able to get it all done in one weekend, if at all possible. So here you can see my husband, Mr. Chauncey, basically painting, getting the baseboard done. We were trying to decide whether or not we were going to do the top of the beadboard and the baseboards at the bottom. And as you'll see in a little bit, we went ahead and decided to paint all of that one color. So what I did was, here I came behind him. As you can see, the beadboard had lines in it, and we wanted to make sure that when we painted it, we wanted to not have any white showing in those creases. So I took a foam brush and took this paint and actually just went in between the lines and painted behind him. I also must let you know that this paint is oil based, a deeper smell than normal paint was, but thank goodness we were outside, so it wasn't that bad. But it is a much stronger paint when you use an oil base, but I was glad because I think it's going to be able to withstand the weather. One other thing I must tell you is that foam brushes are probably not the best thing to use with the oil-based paint. I went through so many brushes because the paint tends to be a little bit thicker once it gets into the brushes, and so it kind of destroyed them. Here is the cover stain. It's oil-based interior and exterior. It also has a primer and a stain blocker, which I think is perfect for out here on the patio. The next thing that you're going to see me do is you're going to see me begin to tape off, because as you can see, we have a lot of screen area. And so I wanted to make sure that when we painted up top of the patio, that we didn't get any paint on the screen. Now, I must admit, it was not perfect because we ended up having a couple of small oops, and you may be able to see them a little bit later in the video, but we tried to tape it off as much as possible to keep us from making too big of a mess and having to have a cleanup. So this worked out really well. It didn't take much, but I can tell you one thing. I understand why painters charge a lot because this was quite tedious to do, and honestly, the painting was actually easy. It was the prep that was making it a little bit more difficult. However, once we got it done, we were able to go ahead and get painted, and we were able to knock it out. As you can see here, the sun is completely gone, and we are out here painting in the dark. So it was myself, my son, and my daughter. We were all able to get out here and basically trying, or what we thought we were doing was trying to go ahead and knock it out so that we would not be in the sun and the heat on the next day. I don't know about you, but the next morning it was like 100 degrees outside. This is what we were able to get done. And as you can see here, there were some areas, because it was dark, that we couldn't see, that we didn't get good enough. So as you can see here, like on the gray, we were able to have some drops that kind of got on there. So we'll have to touch that up. Up top, you can see where it was kind of thin, and we're going to have to go back through and basically do some second coats to cover that up. We were really trying to get as much done as it had gotten cooler in the evening, and we were hoping that it just wouldn't be as hot the next day, and we were trying to prevent ourselves from having to work in the heat. So it worked out well, but we did have to go back and do some touch-up the next morning. So I was grateful that my son and daughter were able to be with me and help me to kind of pull it through. Here you can see we actually also painted the doors, and we were tired by the time we got to this point. So they are really thin. It took probably another coat and a half to finish that out, but you can see here how thin it was and that it didn't get a full coat. Now here, I'm getting ready to start doing something that honestly felt really relaxing. I don't know about you, but removing tape when paint is happening, it was so relaxing. I thought it was so kind of funny how much I thoroughly enjoyed it. But I just wanted to include that in there to let you know that, the painting could be tedious. It could be a little bit painstaking, but by the time we got through it, I was able to rip that paint tape right off the screen. It felt so good, so it was kind of fun. I say that to say this: in whatever you have to do, find some joy in it. Make it light and pleasurable, and enjoy whatever small piece you can. So here we go. We've removed all the tape. Now we've got the clean slate, and we're getting ready to bring back in the furniture. And the first thing that I'm going to bring in is a rug that I actually had prior to moving into this home at my previous home, and we had not utilized it. It had been stored in the basement. So I thought, you know what? It matches the color that's out here. I think I'm going to put it up on the patio. So what I wanted to do was give it a quick refresh. So you see me doing a quick shampoo on it, and oh my gosh, I'll have to link the cleaner down below, because when I tell you, it smelled so good out here on the patio. Even with being outside, it just was so refreshing. And so this did a great job getting some of those dirt stains out, giving it a quick refresh, scrubbing it a little bit just to make sure that it was ready. And boy, it was a perfect match. Tell me down below, what's your thoughts? Do you think it matches? So here's another quick thing that it's going to be a DIY that I'm going to do. So instead of buying curtain rods, which can be quite expensive when you're doing as many as I needed for the lengths that I needed, I saw on another video, and I'm going to link her video down below. Her name and her channel is, and I saw her do her curtain rods with these hooks that she got and I got from Amazon. I'll link them down below, and PVC pipes. And so what I did was I got those 4 PVC pipes because I needed 3 for each side, and I got a 4th one that was going to be for my extra cuts to be able to connect if I needed to. And I basically got some spray paint, and I'll link that down below as well, in this beautiful smoke gray color from Home Depot. Oh my gosh, it is so pretty, and it matched the curtains and the ceiling and the stucco wall perfectly. And so I was really thrilled about that. I was really excited about these hooks because they can hold up to 44 pounds. And so I was concerned with the curtains, if it was going to be something that was going to be able to be held with the weight of them. But guys, I put up a couple of extra hooks and it's perfect. So here my son and I are putting our lights back up. These are actually a little bit different light. These are solar. I'm trying them out. I'm not really sure if they're going to work just yet because they're not giving me the brightness that I want. However, I've got to make some adjustments on the solar panel to see if we can get it to be a little bit brighter. All right, here we go. Bring it back in some of the decor. So I'm going to keep these topiaries out here. I think they give off a great amount of light, especially since my lights are not as bright as I want to be. So I'm going to keep these here, see how I can adjust to it and see how it works. All right, here we go. Bring it back in the furnitures. I got these 2 chairs. They're going to go with the sofa. And I'm honestly considering getting 2 more just to give us some additional seating out here on the patio. So here's the second chair. And then I'm going to bring in the table that goes in between. Course, gonna use that manpower of my husband and my son to bring in the coffee table and get it all situated. Thanks, guys. All right, it's decorating time. So I mentioned these pillows before for Memorial Day. They're covers that I got from Amazon. I think it was a set of 9. I'm gonna reuse those. The next thing that I'm going to bring in is my lamp. These are rechargeable. I got them from Amazon. And of course, my Real Touch tulips. I put them in a different vase, and these are some white ones that I have. And then I'm going to add in this gather sign. Here are some more pillows. What I love about that collection of 9 is there's so many different varieties of the pillows. And so this one says USA. The other one says Faith, Family, and Freedom. And then I've got a couple of stars that I'm going to add in. And they're just perfect for the 4th of July holiday. Here, I got this bird of paradise faux plant from Amazon. And it gives a perfect touch right here in that space. And guess who's back? I haven't done it yet. I know I mentioned painting this before, but why do it before the 4th of July when I was going to need to have something again? So I'm going to keep it through this 4th of July season. Probably going to paint it afterwards because I'm going to utilize it for the holiday coming up for fall and probably Christmas. And as you can see here, I'm adding in some candles and some signage. I'm bringing back in my oversized lanterns, my tables that I normally use as side tables. I'm going to put the one here and I'm going to utilize it to put a fern on top of it. You know, I've got my Boston ferns, and these were gotten from Lowe's earlier in the spring, and they've done really well. So I'm really excited. Here's the second one. I'm putting it back in place where I had it before, just to fill in that corner. And of course, what would be the 4th of July season or holiday without the American flag? So I'm going to add some of those around the patio porch as well. And I've got some miniature ones. Don't skip out on Dollar Tree. They had all of these for $1.25. So great finds there. So of course, we've got to have some refreshments, right? So I'm going to bring in some juice that we can sip on while we're sitting out here enjoying the patio. Definitely ready to just sit down and take it all in. It's been an amazing journey. I'm really excited and I'm really thrilled at the way that it's turned out. And in the eyes of my grandsons, they just kept saying, Gigi, this is so beautiful. So I'm really excited. My family is enjoying it. I'm thrilled to be able to do it, for you to be here with me. And I hope that as we're going into this 4th of July season, you're going to be celebrating with your family and friends. You're going to be safe and you're going to have an amazing time. I want to say thank you for joining me on this journey as I've pulled my patio together, getting it the way that we want it to be, and continuing to make our house a home for me and my family. Here we go, the final flags. And of course, what would any decoration be for me without my candles? Nothing makes a place cozier than some candles lit to give you some beautiful ambiance. And here you have it. This is what we've come up with. Oh my gosh, I love it. I love the curtains, the lights. It's just such a peaceful place, and I'm really excited for how we're gonna enjoy it. And I know it is set up just for us, but I want to just say thank you for joining me today as we worked on getting our patio just perfect for us. I hope that you've enjoyed this video. Once again, if you like this content and this is stuff that you're interested in seeing, please hit that like button. And if you haven't done so already, I'm going to ask that you not forget to hit that subscribe button, because I want you to always be a part of what we're doing here on Lifestyle with Latasha. And as always, I want to engage with you. So leave your comments down below and let me know what your thoughts are. I can't wait to hear from you. Well, there you have it. Thanks for joining. Take care and have a happy 4th of July. Enjoy.